Hello everyone, my name is Professor D.D. Mohite. So once again welcome to the Environmental Laboratory of Civil Department, JSPM Nare Technical Campus. In previous session, we have learned how to conduct the dissolved oxygen test. Now in this particular session, we are going to perform a test called as a biochemical oxygen demand test, that is BOD test. So first of all, let us try to understand what are the different glasswares and the chemicals those are required for this particular test. So as you can see, we require 4 BOD bottles which are having 300 ml capacity. So first requirement is 400 ml BOD bottles. Then we require a conical flask, pipette and burette. First, in this particular test, 2 types of chemicals are required. One set is of micronutrients and second set of chemicals which are required to find out the dissolved oxygen. So in micronutrients we require a phosphate buffer, then ferric chloride, then calcium chloride and magnesium sulfate. So these 4 chemicals as a micronutrients we are required. Then again the same chemicals which are required for the determination of dissolved oxygen, that is alkali iodide, then manganese sulfate, then your starch indicator and concentrated sulfuric acid. So these chemicals are required to find out the dissolved oxygen. In previous session, we have already understood that DO is a basis for the BOD test. So in addition to this, we require a BOD incubator that will be look like this. It's a kind of fridge where the temperature can be adjusted. So this is a BOD incubator where we can adjust the temperature as per our requirement. Now let us try to understand the procedure for this particular test. Now as we can see, we require 4 bottles and now we will name those 4 bottles as B1, B2, D1 and D2. As we have seen, again with respect to this, we require a 1 liter of distilled water in 2 different jars. We require 1 liter of distilled water in 2 different jars. These 2 samples of distilled water, we have to aerate it at least 20 to 30 minutes. We have to aerate this distilled water. This is the distilled water sample and we have to aerate it for the 20 to 30 minutes so that the initial DO, sufficient initial DO must be present in these 2 particular samples. Now what we need to do is, these are the 4 micronutrients as we have already studied. This phosphate buffer or ferric chloride, calcium chloride and magnesium sulfate. So these micronutrients we have to add individually 1 ml in these 2 particular jars. So this we have to add in this sample as well as we have to add here also. So we have to add these micronutrients in these 2 samples. Now after adding this particular jar number 1, we have to feed this particular water into the B1 and B2. So B1 is nothing but, we can say this is a dilution water. This is a dilution water before incubation. This is a dilution water before incubation. This B2 bottle we have to keep in a BOD incubator for 5 days. And after 5 days we are going to find out the dissolved oxygen in this B2 bottle, whereas immediately after the preparation, immediately we are going to find out the dissolved oxygen in this B1 bottle. So B1 is nothing but the dissolved oxygen before incubation, B2 is nothing but the dissolved oxygen after incubation. Now as far as this jar is concerned, where we are going to add the wastewater. Now generally wastewater dilution is required depending upon the strength of that wastewater. So for present test, we are going to consider or going to take a medium sewage wastewater sample where the dilution factor 100 is required. Now let us try to understand what is the meaning of dilution factor. Now dilution factor 100 means if we take a 96 ml or 99 ml of distilled water and if we add 1 ml of wastewater sample, then what will happen here? The total sample will be 100 ml and in this 100 ml there is a 1 ml of wastewater. So dilution factor is nothing but your total volume divided by volume of your wastewater. So it will be around 100. Similarly, if you want to take a dilution factor of say 25, that means you have to add 96 ml of your distilled water and 4 ml of wastewater, so that the total will be 100 ml and wastewater sample will be here 4, so it will be around 25. So in this way we are going to prepare a dilution factor. So presently we are using here a dilution factor as a 100. So in this 1 liter of sample where all the micronutrients already added, so what we need to do, this total sample is 1000 ml. Is it okay? So 1000 ml is the total volume. We require dilution factor as 100. So what we need to take a wastewater sample as a 10 ml. We want the wastewater sample as a 10 ml. So from this 1 liter of diluted distilled water, we need to remove the 10 ml of water and we have to add 10 ml of our wastewater sample. In this way, this particular whole water or the fluid, this will have a dilution factor of 100. Now this water we have to add or fill with these two BOD bottles named as D1 and D2. D1 and D2. Now see here, this is the blank readings, these are the sample readings. So D1 and D2, these are filled with a nutrient sample plus wastewater sample. So here, immediately after this completion of this process, we are going to find out the dissolved oxygen from the sample of this D1 bottle, and after 5 days, we are going to find out the dissolved oxygen from this D2 bottle. So B1 and D1, these are the dissolved oxygens immediately or the present before incubation, and these are the after incubation. So what is general procedure is B1 and D1, these are the initial readings, and B2 and D2, these are the final readings. Okay. So after finding out these B1 and D1 in here right now and B2 and D2 after 5 days, the BOD of 5 days can be calculated as D1 minus D2 minus B1 minus B2 multiplied by dilution factor. In this case it is 100. So what is D1? I will once again explain. Your D1 means dissolved oxygen of wastewater sample and the nutrient sample right now. D2 is the dissolved oxygen of same sample, but it is after 5 days. B1 is a blank reading, that is a dissolved oxygen of dilution sample immediately taken after this preparation, and B2 is a dissolved oxygen of dilution water after 5 days.